Hey people, well, guess what? You see me, right? You know what I'm here for, right? This is my second video of my recent vinyl finds from this past weekend's awesome record trip to several record stores in the Cincinnati, Kentucky area. And so let's see, I got quite a bit to show here. Um, I showed in my previous video that I just posted. Our first stop was Everybody's Records in Cincinnati. The second place we went to was Sugar Cube Records, and that's the shirt that I have on right here. Awesome shirt. He was nice enough to give us these shirts, and then I picked this up while I was there. Sugar Cube, and I picked this up while I was there. From Sugar Cube. And then I got me some pins while I was, or some little buttons while I was there. This one is Alien Sex Fiend, the Dead Kennedys, Cramps, and the Dead Milkmen. Which they had some of these in t-shirt form, and I might have to just go back and get those because I have a t-shirt fetish and whatnot. So when he offered me a free t-shirt, it's like, So, alrighty then. So these are the records I picked up at Sugar Cube. I showed this in the previous video, Shaun Phillips, and you see me show a lot of Shaun Phillips. He's really got into him a lot. This was his first album, I believe. Or no, I'm sorry, this is his second album. The one I showed in the previous video had a lot of water damage right through here, so I wanted to pick up a better copy, and presto, instant better copy. Don't add water. Then we got another Shaun Phillips. I see a pattern here. And I listened to this one, and this one is really super good. This one here is 80s Berlin band, Pleasure Victim. And I listened to this one, and this one's really cool. I recognized a couple songs off here, and one of my favorite songs is The Metro. Always like that song a lot. It's a good video too, check it out. We went with Corey from Corey's BC channel, and I'd met Eli on our weekend trip, and he is NB drummer, I think is what his channel is, and he suggested this 10 Years After record. He said it was really good, so I'm always up for a new find, especially if someone says it's good. I have to check it out, so I took his advice. I'm going to listen to that. I'm looking forward to that. After we left Sugar Cube, we went to a place called Goodfellas Pizzeria, and picked up a menu there of all the goodies that they have. And you know, the pizza was really good, and the atmosphere was really good. I thought one of the things that was interesting, they had the place decorated, you know, like Goodfellas, and they had Frank Sinatra's mugshot framed up on the wall. It was the actual mugshot, so that was sort of cool. And so then we went on to C&D. I think it's called C&D Vinyl Bar, or just maybe C&D, I'm not sure. But anyway, got quite a bit of stuff there. Went through, they had like a big tub full of 25-cent 45s, but the whole place was lined with 45s. I mean, there was more singles there than I think I'd ever seen, except for maybe Jerry's Records. And we didn't go through all of them. I mean, I went through, like I said, the 25-cent ones. That's about as far as I got. So I'll definitely be making a trip back there just to go through the singles. Anyway, I got a Procol Harum single, Whiter Shade of Pale, and Lime Street Blues on the other side. Beatles, Hey Jude, and Revolution. These are for a quarter, so you know. John Lennon, Meat City, and Mind Games. The Beach Boys, Good Vibrations, and Barbaran. Love that song. Love both of those songs. This one was sort of unusual. Mr. T's Commandments, and then the instrumental, the same song on the other side. Queen, We Will Rock You, and We Are the Champions. And of course, I always pick up this Buddha label when I see it. Goody Goody Gumdrops and Candy Kisses from the 1910 Fruit Gum Company. Say that 10 times fast. I can barely say it once. So there's those. And I didn't even go through the whole tote that he had full. I mean, I probably went through maybe 3 or 4 stacks, and there was that probably twice that many. So anyway, I found quite a bit at the dollar bin, and I'll start with those. Sheila E. And this one I think is just the self-titled Sheila E. And there she is with the band on the back. This one has a Love Bazaar on it, I think. Yes, it does. And then this one was just too cool to pass up. Just, you know, cover alone. I mean, it's big fun. The group is Shalimar, which I think they had a hit song with Dancing in the Sheets. I don't think that's on here, but, you know. Then we had, this was unusual to find this, DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince, Rock the House. And I can say for sure that I don't have any DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince on vinyl. So that was really, it's on Jive Records. This one has Girls Ain't Nothing But Trouble, Just One of Those Days, and then Guys Ain't Nothing But Trouble. So, you know, I really like that kind of stuff, the old school hip hop and rap. This one was cool, Let's Pretend We're Married by Prince, single, maxi single I guess you'd call it, or I guess it's just the 12-inch single, 145 speed. And the other side is Irresistible Bitch, which that's on an album. I don't think that was on an album. This is a Smith album, a group called Smith. I have their other one, but when I'd seen this one, I was going to pick it up, and guess what? I found it. It's got Baby It's You. Fantastic cover. It's also featured in the Death Proof movie soundtrack, the Quentin Tarantino movie. If you've never seen that movie, if you like grindhouse movies, B movies, action movies, a little bit of gore, it's really, really good. Really good. Did I say really good? Here we got some Dead or Alive with Rip It Out. This is like a compilation, best of, sort of, kind of. I have this on CD and it has a lot more tracks, but it's just too cool to pass up, you know. It was only $1.95, so... this one here, I just bought on the cover alone. It's Mantovani. I've seen this one several times, you know, and it's like when you see records so much, it's like, okay, I can't avoid it anymore. Just going to have to buy it. This one, the box tops, super hits. The reason I picked up this, 2 reasons. It's from the 60s, and it has Alex Children on it. This was his original group. They had a hit with The Letter, which is on here. He later... After the box tops, he later went to form Big Star. Everyone out there knows Big Star. They're like a really super popular band now, but probably more so now, well, there's no probably about it, than they were at the time that their albums were released. And if you've never checked out Big Star, I've got a couple of theirs, and I suggest any of their music, and they have a great DVD documentary too that you should check out. Anyway, back to the records. Then we have this. Al Stewart. This one's 24 carats. It says parrots, but it's marked out and it says carats. I like Al Stewart. I have a couple of his. That's probably the 3rd one I have. This one was in the dollar bin, unbelievably. Crosby, Stills and Nash and Young. Dallas Taylor and Green Reeves, it says below that, but it's Deja Vu is the name of the album. I'm almost positive that I had this one. But, you know, it's not in too bad a shape. You know, I mean, the record needs cleaned and so on, but, you know, I mean, it was in the dollar bin. So that makes me happy. This one I had on my wish list on Amazon, my Amazon wish list, and I found it C and D, I about fell over. You know, I buy anytime I see Nina Hagen, especially, you know, well, obviously the ones I don't have. There's a couple of them I've seen also this past weekend, but they were a little bit higher. You know, they wanted a little bit more for them than I have to sort of watch my budget, but I was really enticed to get those, but that one was obviously affordable, so I picked it up. If you're not familiar with Nina Hagen, she's a German singer. She sings in English and German, and it's a very acquired taste, but you can sort of compare it to, the recent comparisons have been Lena Lovitch, Cyndi Lauper, and possibly Vanity, which is a weird comparison, but nonetheless. Then the next record store we went to was Tornlight Records, and I picked up their little flyer there. And right downstairs below the record store, it was closed when we got out. We didn't have a chance to go in. It's called Twisted Sisters Cafe. It was like a pretzel shop, I guess. Yeah, gourmet pretzels and party trays. They were closed, so we didn't get to go in there, but I thought that was really cool. Some of my pickups there was Billy Idol, Whiplash Smile, and I've been picking up all the Billy Idol I can stand, which I can stand most of it. Actually, I can stand all of it. I haven't heard his new album yet. Anybody out there heard his new album? Let me know. I'd like to know if it's good. This one someone recently showed on the VC, Julie Brown. This is Trapped in the Body of a White Girl. And it also has The Homecoming Queen's Got a Gun. And this is, I've heard a couple songs off of this. I mean, years ago on MTV, that she had a couple videos, and it's just hilarious. This one, the last one I'll be showing today, is Talk Talk. And it's The Party's Over. And this one's, it says Warped. It was only $1. So I went ahead and picked it up. It's got the title song, Talk Talk, on it. And that's the only one I'm familiar with. But it has a slight warp. I mean, it's probably still playable. So, you know, for $1. I've got a few Warped records, and I think Scott Waters showed recently he got for his Christmas or birthday, he got one of those D-Warpers. I'm not sure if that's correct, what they're called, but those, you know, if you have the money to spend on that, I'm sure it's worth it. So anyway, that's my second and last video from the recent vinyl finds from this past weekend. And I just want to say a special thanks to Corey. Check out Corey's VC channel, and special thanks to Eli. Check out NB Drummer. I hope that's right. I never can remember anything. And then, of course, my girlfriend's channel is Vintage Owl. She went with us, and she had a great time as well. Check out my channel. And we also met a guy named Jaron out there, and his son was with us. Very nice guy. And so hopefully we can all get together and do that again sometime. Anyone living around the general area, maybe we can include you too. You know, get up with Corey if you familiar with him, and you never know. It was such a great time. Good time had by all, you might say. So check out my channel. Thanks for subscribing, and we'll see you.